So I've seen enough of Witch Hat Atelier, and what I mean by that is, I don't need to watch anymore. I'm going straight to the manga now. I wanted to make this video after episode 1, but I told myself, nah, wait until episode 2. Then I said, okay, episode 3. And then I said, yeah, I'm ready now. For those of you who are new to my channel, I don't really deep dive into anime. I talk about it from the heart, what I like, what I feel. So if you're expecting a breakdown of every little detail, that's not really what I do. But with that out of the way, let me glaze it a little bit. I'm pretty sure most manga fans, no matter what you're into, whether it's something like Blue Lock or something like Prison School even, you've at least heard of Witch Hat Atelier. And I was one of those people too. I just avoided it for no real reason, because I actually love magic series, so I couldn't really tell you why I avoided it. The series follows Coco, a young girl who helps her mother run a clothing shop in a small village. Ever since she was a child, she's been obsessed with magic, and honestly, who wouldn't be? You can create fire, control wind and water, fix things. It's just a beautiful concept for anyone. She's always wanted to become a witch, but her mother tells her that only people who are born with magic can become witches, and that would crush any child's dreams. Like, why do they get to become witches and I don't? It's just very unlucky. But even with that, Coco never loses her love for magic. She just appreciates it from afar. When she was younger, she even received a mysterious picture book about magic, which becomes very important later on. We also meet Kiefer. At first, I wasn't really sold on him. He seemed a little too easygoing, but over these 3 episodes, he's grown on me a lot. He comes to Coco's mother's shop for work done, and we don't fully know why he chose that specific shop yet, which maybe we will later, I don't know. But the moment that really hit me, bro, he tells Coco that the work she does, her sewing, work on the clothes, that is magic. And I'm not gonna lie, that made me feel really good, bro. Like, this little girl who has always dreamed of magic, being validated by someone who actually understands and uses magic, that was a great moment. I don't think she knew it at the time, but it was still a great moment for me to see it. Things eventually get serious. Coco secretly watches Kiefer use magic, and this is where the story flips everything. Because magic in this world isn't something you're born with, it's something that you learn through drawing magical glyphs. That's the big twist. Magic is kept secret, not because it's rare, but because anyone could use it, and that makes it very dangerous. After Kiefer leaves, Coco experiments using the book she got as a child, and this is where things go wrong. She unknowingly draws a forbidden spell, and that turns her mother into stone. That moment, that's when you realize this story isn't just about cute magic stuff, it has real consequences, and Kiefer saves Coco and explains everything to her, and this is a very important part. He lets her know that it wasn't her fault. She couldn't have known that this was going to happen, and that's exactly why magic is hidden from the world, for preventing instances like this. And he was going to erase her memories, but she has the one real clue to finding a person who abuses forbidden magic. That's what Coco used to make her mother into stone, mistakenly. So he chooses not to erase her memories and take her on as an apprentice at his atelier. But moving on to episodes 2 and 3, we get introduced to the larger world of witches. Coco becomes his apprentice, like I said, which makes sense. He sees potential in her and the other stuff that's going on with the picture book. He's a great dude. We also meet the other apprentices. Atelier, she's super kind and lighthearted. You need those characters. Riche, she's quiet, awkward, and keeps to herself. And Agathe, she's serious. She clearly has some deeper stuff going on, and she's going to be a fan favorite. She is a fan favorite already. They're not super deep yet, but you can tell that they will be eventually. And the magic system, to me, is the coolest part about the series. It's all based on drawing glyphs using special ink. You draw spells on paper, you can inscribe them onto objects, and you can even wear them. Like, you can put them on shoes, on your clothes, whatever. My favorite thing is the flying boots. Instead of drawing a full circle on one shoe, which would activate constantly, they split the spell between both feet, so when the feet come together, the spell activates. That's just super creative to me, and I don't fully understand all the limits yet. This early, that's probably a good thing. Also, a quick little side note. I heard that Dana Terrace, the creator of the Owl House, loves this series, and you can definitely see the influence. The whole glyph-based magic system, it's very similar. I love Luce, by the way. Dana Terrace, I'm sorry the Owl House got done the way it did. I love you. I love the Owl House. It was awesome. It was great. Now, Kiefer himself is pretty interesting. Apparently, he's seen as somewhat of a problem by the other witches, which is crazy because he seems like a goody-goody two-shoes. He has to report to the Great Hall. That's basically the central authority for witches, and he clearly has some sort of resentment towards it. We don't really know why yet, but that's something I'm really interested in, and I can't wait to see more about it. And I gotta say, Coco impressed me a lot. Episode 3, when Agathe basically throws her into a tough situation, the Dada range, that's how you become a full-fledged apprentice witch, and if you get helped in any sort of way, you can't take that test again. So Agathe wanted Coco to leave the atelier, so she sent her out during the most troubling period of time where the heights are at its peak. So Coco really has to think for herself and use what she already knows. And seeing her adapt the way that she did, that made me proud. It made me happy. She's a great main character. She used everything at her disposal. She knew how to draw, but only with the material she used before, like at the clothing shop. Instead of using the pen, she used the stuff she would use to make clothing. Overall, I'm blown away by this series. The world, the magic system, the characters, it all just works. I didn't even go super in depth here, but that's just how I do things. I speak on what I feel from the heart, like I said. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about Witch Hat Atelier. The general consensus is that it's a phenomenal series, and I can already see why. Tell me your favorite parts, your theories. No spoilers though, okay? I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Goodbye.